Yes, let's make the photos, please. Take the photos, please. Perfect. Well, let's do that. Thank you. If anyone wants to ask a question, please say so. Okay, there's one in the front row. We'll give you the microphone in a moment, yes. Yes, here I am. Congratulations. Apart from the Elisa Award, you won the Fipresti Award as well, the award of the International Critics Award. How do you value that? Because it's international. Great for us. I like you. You can hear me. Otherwise, I'll get down because I'll be criticized of the fact that I don't crouch down when there's a microphone. But I can hope you can hear me. Thank you for asking that question. Well, for us, when we received the Irizar of Basque's film, was very moving because it's an award of home cinema, from our country. There was a very good level of all the films. But then the Fipresti for the award for the International Critics Award, well, we don't want to read much into it, but it says that the film, perhaps, if they liked it here, and it's also liked by the press from abroad, the foreign press, well, it's got a range which we hope that the film will be liked by people just like we like it. So we value this positively, and we're very moved and excited. And also the Catalonia bodyboard surface is also... The film festival, what does it mean for you to see yourself in the winners list and to see that you're on the stage receiving the award? What you've said it with your question. It's incredible how many things I remember from this festival, living through it and following it, reading the winners list every year, participating in it, and being in agreement or non-agreement with some of the winners. But now to be there and to be here, better said, with my first feature film for me is incredible because it promotes the film very well, and the way it was welcomed when it was presented for us, especially when it was presented in the Cursal, this is something that we'll never forget. And so therefore, to be in that list, the film is in that winners list, well, it's possible that Christmas may be in September, or maybe Christmas has arrived early. Well, thank you very much. Big round of applause for all of you. Zabaltegi Tabacalera Award. Godland. Jeanette Palmason.
Thank you. Hey, over here.
Ahora traemos, creo que ahora vamos a poder traer el premio. Un segundito, por favor.
They're bringing the prize now. They're bringing the prize now. Okay, so just wait a second.
¿Hay alguna pregunta?
Are there any questions?
Okay. Aquí en la segunda fila.
There's one in the second row, please.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
I just want to know, how do you think this award is going to affect your career?
My career, I don't know. I don't know. It's you never know. It's the unknown. It's but I mean, I think first and foremost, I'm just really happy to be invited. I've never been to San Sebastian. My films have never traveled here, so it's very nice to be invited and be a part of it, and also with the jury, getting to know all the people. It's been wonderful, and it's a really incredible festival. Yeah.
¿Hay alguna otra pregunta más?
Any further questions?
Okay. Do we have the prize? ¿Tenemos el premio?
No, we don't have the
I lost my
award.
prize,
We
sorry.
lost the prize.
But it was, running back and forth.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Horizontes Saria, Premio Horizontes.
Horizontes Award.
Tengo sueños eléctricos.
Tengo
Valentina
sueños eléctricos. Valentina Mauren.
Ahí en la marca, por favor, gracias. ¿Hay alguna pregunta para
Are there any questions for Valentina?
Galderarik? Valentina Arentzat?
Any questions for Valentina? Yes, here in the second row, please. Valentina, the microphone, please. Thank you. In your speech, you made a request for the Costa Rica government because of the cuts that you've suffered. Could you please talk about that? Because I think it's a very important claim, and that is applicable not only to your country, but to many Latin American countries, and I think it's very important that you did so. Yes, of course. That's to say, I think it's a general problem in the region that we don't have enough funds to finance our own films, so we have to always go through doing co-productions. And the paradox with Costa Rica is that the film industry is quite good. There are a lot of directors, but the government, nevertheless, is not responding. It's doing all the contrary. They've just mentioned those cuts, which are arbitrary and quite violent. And so it's paradoxic. We don't know exactly what to do. We don't know what do we need more? We need an Oscar to win so we could draw the attention of the politicians in Costa Rica. But in general, in the region, we had a regional fund which was called Sinergia, which was an important fund. And I think it's about time that we have a similar fund, because the co-production dynamics generate a type of Central American film which is important, but also at times it responds to the European imaginary needs, as we are, well, Central American directors. And it's true that it will make us more autonomous as well.
¿Alguien más que quiera?
Anyone else would like to ask a question?
No, pues muchísimas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much and congratulations.
Cuchabank New Directors Saria, Premio Cuchabank New Directors.
Cuchabank New Directors Award,
Fifi,
Jan
and
Aslan.
Paul Santillán.
and Paul Santillán.
Sí. Preguntas, por favor, para los
Questions
premiados con
for the
Cuchabank
award winners
New
for the
Directors.
Cuchabank New Directors Award.
Sí, aquí en la primera fila.
Yes, on the front row, please.
Un segundito, por favor.
Hi, guys, can you hear me? Yes? Can you hear me? Okay, I hope you can hear me. Good. So,
Hola.
hi.
Bueno, una pregunta
A
igual
question
un poco,
perhaps
no sé, fácil. ¿Qué
a trifle
sensaciones
easy, but
tuviste
what
cuando
feelings did
presentaste
you
la
have when
película por
you
primera vez aquí
presented the
ante el
film for the
público?
before the audience for the first time?
¿Cómo
And
lo viste?
how did you see it? Number three, what were your feelings? What were your feelings when you premiered the film for the first time before an audience here in San Sebastian?
Un petit peu, mais oui, oui, oui. Can I speak French? Sorry, we don't speak English. We don't speak Spanish.
No hablamos inglés.
Basque.
No hablo.
But on a été très émus en fait de le montrer à San Sébastien parce que c'était vraiment la première fois devant un public tout court en fait. On avait juste fait des visionnages techniques. Et le public de San Sébastien est vraiment... déjà, ils applaudissent avant que le film commence.
Applaud. Well, the people applauded even before the film started. That is true. They did so before the beginning.
Et j'ai jamais vu ça. Juste avant,
And this was something that I'd never seen before.
le logo, etc.
And now from they see the logo, the audience, you feel that the audience loves cinema even before screening the film. We were able to perceive the love of people, the audience's love for cinema.
Any other question?
Any other questions?
No?
Ok. Gracias.
Thank you.
Argazki onenaren epaimahaiaren saria, premio del jurado a la mejor
Jury
fotografía,
award to best
Jury
cinematography,
Prize for Best Cinematography, Porno Melancolía.
Porno
Manuel
Melancholia,
Abramovich.
Manuel Abramovich.
Yo aplaudo porque pienso que así como que se va a acelerar, ¿verdad? Pero
I
parece que no
applaud because I
funciona,
think
¿no?
people are going to, things are going to move on quicker, but it doesn't work, does it?
Manuel, aquí se pone la marca para las fotos. Perfecto. Muy bien, Manuel, ¿te van a hacer alguna pregunta ahora? Por favor.
Manuel, people, you're going to be asked a question in a moment, yes, and leave the award there. And here's someone, the first question.
Hola, buenas noches.
Hi, good evening.
Bueno, yo te quería preguntar,
I would like to ask you,
una entrevista
yesterday I held an interview with Lalo Santos. I think she's the only one that, she only gave it to me, and for an hour and a half she was talking about her experience throughout the shoot
tres partes
in those three parts of the shooting of the film, as she told me. And she told me that you opened up a line of dialogue with a producer, with a mediator, who was called Maria, to make a communication, but this communication wasn't mentioned before screening the film, and you've also requested the money that was going to be destined to San Sebastian, which was $2,000 according to him, was going to be given to some kind of association. What are you going to do with this money, and whether you're going to be making this communication vis-a-vis forgiveness? Thank you. Thank you. For me, the situation that's taken place with the protagonist is very sad, as I said in the press conference, and disconcerting because it was quite recent. Quite recently, after seeing the film together and after organizing his journey to the premiere, I don't know the details because the production side of things is taking care of this. I'm the director of the project and the DOP. It's a pity, and I hope to be able to share and understand what Lalo is going through at this present moment, and to work with people undoubtedly is a great responsibility. Use films to make visible, as I said a moment, certain issues which are urgent and important to tell, but I hope I can talk to him as soon as possible, and I hope we've got the opportunity to do so, yes. There's another question here in the front row. Just here. Hi. The award is Best Photography or Cinematography. Could you please tell us the degree of difficulty of directing the photography from 1 to 10 in the film? From 1 to 10, I'm not too sure, but for me, doing photography and this type of work, with collaborating with people, the collaboration in a very long process. It was almost 4 years since we started the project until we saw the film together with the protagonist. And the cinematography and photography in these types of films has to do with giving or making visible issues which are urgent, perhaps, and to fit in the frame, and to know what you leave in the frame and outside the frame. Those that left out of the frame are even perhaps more important. And with the help of sound, we find ways of promoting or giving strength to those problems, or making visible those feelings or loneliness or fears that are quite often to portray on the screen. And above all, projects that seek new languages outside the norm and to abandon the hegemonic ways of doing things, the ways in which we were brought up. I think that now, Manuel, congratulations and thank you. And a lot of success. Thank you.
Taldeko interpretazionenaren zilarrezko maskorra, Concha de Plata, la mejor
Silver Shield to Best Supporting Performance.
El suplente, Renata.
The substitute, Renata Lerma.
Muy bien, ¿tenemos preguntas para Renata?
Do we have any questions for Renata?
¿Terminado las fotos? Sí, ¿verdad?
Have you finished the photos? Yes. Renata, please.
Una pregunta ahí en la segunda.
There's a question in the second row.
¿Se escucha? No, no se escucha la pregunta.
No, we can't hear the question. I'm sorry.
Sí, hola.
Yes, hi.
Bueno, felicidades.
Congratulations. I'd like to know how you feel receiving such an important award, being so young. Normally, people take much longer to receive awards like this. Thank you for congratulating me. And, well, for me, the truth is, I'm quite moved still. Like, for example, I still can't believe that I've won this award or been given this or presented this award. I'm very happy and moved. So that's all.
¿Tenemos alguna pregunta más?
Any
para-
further
para
questions
Renata?
for Renata? Yes, in the front row, please. Congratulations as well. I'd like to know, during the shooting of the film, how much help did you receive by the adult actors? How did you feel with them? and with the advice that they could give you.
Bueno, siempre me daban consejos.
They were always giving me advice. In most of the scenes, I did them with Juan, and he always asked me whether I was feeling okay, whether anything was bothering me, so therefore they treated me quite well. Well, okay. Thank you, Renata. Congratulations. And a lot of success. Thank you.
Interpretazio nagusi honenaren zilarrezko maskorra Exequo, Concha de Plata, la mejor
Silver Shelf to best leading performance ex aequo
para Le
for
Lycéen,
Les Lysian,
Paul Kischer.
Paul Kischer.
Va a haber preguntas para...
Are there
Paul?
questions for Paul?
Any questions for Paul? Okay.
Sí, hola. Pues yo
Hi.
voy a tirar un poco, creo que pregunta parecida a la anterior.
A similar question to the previous one.
Respecto a la juventud. O sea, si
To
los actores
you're young, and the actors that have received award are very young. I'm not too sure whether you've had enough time to talk between both of you, and which is the case. What did you both say to each other after receiving the award?
La pregunta otra
Please
vez
repeat the
era-
question so that he can hear it.
Tienes Canal 4.
Yes, it's on Channel 4.
Yes, I was telling
Sí,
I didn't see the movie of,
no he visto la película
Carla
de Carla
because, we were
porque
in San Sebastian.
estábamos en San Sebastián durante un periodo muy...
We didn't have time to watch movie, but I will see the movie as soon as I will. Yes, it's funny to be too young people to receive the prize, as if could be a prize for young people. But so. Yes, she spoke really well. I was impressed how she spoke of the movie when she received the prize. And no, yes, it's funny to be too young. Yes, because she's 14. I was impressed. Yes, and I am 20.
We have another question for you over there.
Hi, congratulations on the award. And I wanted to ask you, what was the most difficult part about playing such a complex character in this movie?
What was the most difficult part?
Of playing this character in the movie, because it's such a complex character.
I think the director Christophe Honoré bring me in a place where we were like living something, and then I would like to say that all were the same, and each scene we were doing were a new discovery of the film that because when we do a film we are discovering the movie. We don't know yet how it will be. And no, I think if there were one difficult things, like you speak a scene in particular, or just what the difficult? No, maybe it goes with a difficult feeling, and it was we went through hard feelings, but it wasn't. It didn't look like difficult. It was really great shooting, and we spent 2 great months together, and so it was I really loved the shooting.
Last question there. La última pregunta, y por favor.
Hola, felicidades por el premio.
Hi, congratulate, well, you know, in the cast, Juliette Binoche is in the film. I would like to know whether the shooting of the film, she helped you to prepare your character, or do you believe that part of this award is because of the advice that Juliette may have given you, and as well as Christophe Honoré? But do you think part of those, the award could be for Juliette because of the advice?
First, we shot the part of the movie in Paris. So Juliette isn't there in Paris. So we shot for 3 weeks, and then we arrived in the mountains where Juliette is in the movie, and it was impressive as immediately she bring something really strong. And yes, we were all living in the same city, and I thank her a lot for how she was with me. She were the night she were making dinner for everyone, and so it was great to be together in this little city in the mountain, and then it was a short time, maybe 10 days in this little village, but yes, immediately Juliette Binoche, she really created a whole universe.
Paul, just please wait a little bit because we have here Carla Quillet. She's going to join us. Ella es, como saben, Concha de Plata, la mejor interpretación.
Silver Shell to the best ex aequo, the best leading performance. And so we've got the photo of both of them together.
Okay, thank you so much, Paul.
Okay.
Y preguntas para Carla. Muy bien, ahí vamos.
Questions for Carla. Here's one. Hi, good evening. My first question is congratulations for the award. I imagine you're very excited. And secondly, I'd like to know what was it like to work with Pilar Palomero, because she directed the girls, but she shot in a way that looks for a very natural aspect, and it turns into a documentary of what happens in the film. Behind all that natural work that and trying to capture that moment naturally, there's a lot of acting work that has been given award. What was your work like to getting into this role? Well, the truth is, to work with Pilar Palomero, she's a lovely person and who really takes care of the actors, because what she's worried about most of all is that we're okay. It doesn't matter how things come out, because she works more trying new things. Like, for example, she can put you in the scene, and she can say more or less, or a key word that may fit into the scene, but it's all part of improvisation, and try to contrast different feelings for for different parts of the film, but the truth is, working with you was, I feel very proud, and I'm very happy to be here, by the way.
La primera fila, Carla.
The first row, Carla, another question.
Enhorabuena.
Congratulations.
En la rueda de prensa
In the
hablaste
press
de
conference, you talked about
momentos difíciles,
difficult
complicados,
moments or complicated moments during the shooting of the film when working on your character. But I would like to know now, with the silver shell, do you think it's more complicated than what happened in the shooting of the film? Well, I think the truth is, as I said, I'm very proud to receive it. I didn't expect it at all because I'm still a little girl. I'm only 14, and so therefore it makes me want to continue to be an actress and to continue to the world in the world of acting. But it is true that the most difficult moment was truly meeting the real experiences of the girls, because as I say, and I will always say, they're an example to follow. They are true, spectacular mothers who, after all of the ups and downs and pitfalls in their life, they've continued to forge ahead in order to bring this, to make this subject matter visible so that people can learn about it. And these are people that really deserve a lot of credit. Any further questions for Carla? Yes? Well, congratulations. The girl from Aragon, beautiful. When you saw yourself in the film, after it was your first film, you've never been an actress before, and after that process, what was the excitement of seeing yourself in that film and your colleagues and the girls? Could you give us some details about that emotion? And congratulations, and thank you. Yes, it is true that I continue. I'm still from Aragon, in Aragon. All of the people in the film are from Aragon, but when I saw myself for the first time on the screen, it was like, it was so exciting. I said, I can't believe I'm on that big screen, because I've never done anything like being an actress. This is my first role, my first film, and my first everything. And it was quite an impact. I think the first time I saw the film, I didn't see it. It was as if everything surprised me, and every time the scenes appeared, you remembered the most beautiful moments that you spent there during the shooting of the film. And it was almost a shock. And when I saw it again, now I did focus upon the story, and I got more involved in the whole film, and it was an enormous impact to see myself on the screen. Carla, we hope to see you many more times. Thank you. Congratulations for the award.
Zuzendari onenaren zilarrezko maskorra, Concha de Plata,
Silver Shell
a la mejor dirección,
to Best
Silver Shell
Director.
to Best Director,
Yaka, 100 Flowers,
Kawamura.
Genki Kawamura.
¿Tenemos preguntas?
Any questions?
Perfecto. Por aquí en la tercera.
Perfect. Here in the third row.
Bueno, primero, enhorabuena.
First of all, congratulations for the award, which you deserve completely. You talked in the press conference that Jimi Suguchi was an important influence for you.
Kenji Mizoguchi.
Kenji Suguchi was an inspirer, and Akira Kurosawa for choosing Nico Lego Hawarawa. That's another legend of Japanese film. What does it mean for you, with your first film, to be the first Japanese director who's managed to win this Director's
まず
Award?
最初にですね、今回の作品見させていただいて大変おめでとうございます。大変良かったです。で、まず最初にですね、この賞を日本人初の監督でこの賞をもらったと思います。で、それに関してちょっとコメントいただきたいと思います。
そうですね、ちょっと初監督作品で、 もらえると思ってなかったんで、スピーチでも言いましたけど、ビルバオでグッケンハイムを観光して生ハム食べてたんで、連絡来た時は本当にびっくりしましたけど、本当に光栄なことだと思ってます。
Es la primera película
It's the
suya,
first
entonces,
film, so
no
therefore
se esperaba
I didn't expect in any way that I would receive this award, and so therefore I was doing tourism in Bilbao, as he said during his speech when he received the award, and he was eating some ham
visitando Guggenheim,
and visiting the Guggenheim,
le sorprendió mucho.
and he was enormously surprised that he was called to receive the award.
¿Tenemos alguna pregunta más?
Any further questions?
¿Alguien más? ¿Alguna pregunta?
Any further questions?
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much, and congratulations for the award.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Epaimahaiaren sari berezia, premio especial del jurado.
Special Jury Award,
Prize, runner,
runner Mariam Matias.
Vamos a tener preguntas para...
Questions for her, please. Can you hear me? Yes? Can you hear me? 1, 2, yes. Okay, lovely. The question's in the front row. Hi, congratulations. Congratulations for the film. In the film, there's specific, a lot of storms, very bad weather. Could you please tell us, and talking about storms, what storm is in your head? Obviously completely different to the storms that took place when you were making the film, but what's the storm going on in your head after having received the award?
What a beautiful question. Gosh. Yeah, it is like a storm, this whole experience. It's definitely something that feels like it's building and brooding and maybe a little bit terrifying. It's terrifying to be up on the stage, and I think a storm can kind of be like that. It can come in your life very suddenly and you're not really prepared for it. And so that might be the storm that's coming through my head right now. But again, you know, after the storm, there's beauty and there's green and there's grass and flowers and life. So I guess if this is the storm, then I can't wait for the beauty to follow.
Okay. Do we have any other question for her? ¿Tenemos alguna otra pregunta para ella? No? Okay.
Thank you.
Film honenaren urrezko maskorra, Concha de Oro a la mejor
Gold
película,
Shelter Best
Golden Shell
Film.
Best Film, Los Reyes del Mundo,
The Kings of the World.
Laura Mora,
director,
las
and
productoras
producer
Cristina
Cristina
Gallego,
Gallego
Mirlanda
and Mirlanda
Torres,
Torres.
y me imagino
And I imagine
que no vendrán solas, ¿verdad?
that they won't come alone, will they?
Esperemos que no
Let's
vendrán
hope
solas.
that they don't come alone.
Os podéis adelantar un poquito si queréis, os van a hacer unas cuantas fotos, tenéis aquí a todos los fotógrafos. Perfecto. Aquí a la izquierda, eso es. Bueno, imagino que habrá preguntas, ¿no?
I imagine there are questions, are there?
Muy bien, tenemos primero aquí una pregunta en la tercera fila.
There's a question in the third row.
Aquí, en la esquina, en el extremo aquí, en la tercera fila.
Here on the third row.
¿Qué tal, Laura? Bueno, para quienes hemos seguido
Hi, Laura. We have followed your work from the beginning, and we know that the great quality that it has, but beyond this, and the trust that you put in everything you do, how did you saw what the situation was before the film festival? Did you expect anything like this? No, not at all.
Para nada, pero
But
para
not
nada.
at all. But not at all. Absolutely not.
Claro, yo vengo de una película también.
I've come from a previous film which received marvelous reception from the film, but a film which was much more narrative,
Y esta también suponía un cambio y
and it brought about a change,
verle al público otra manera también de
and it proposed a dialogue with the
quiero hacer
film.
y que hago y que me gusta. Entonces no no tenía como esa expectativa y
I didn't have that
ayer,
expectation.
bueno, después de la función me impresionó mucho, me conmovió mucho y dije, esto ya fue.
But I said, right, it moved me very much. So that was the award and applause. The boys were happy. Let's go home after seeing the film. But the surprise yesterday was incredible, and everything.
Hoy no sabía que habíamos ganado.
We didn't know we had won today. I thought that it was a jury award. And when that award went by and we were sitting out in the front row,
Apenas estoy asimilándolo, pero
I'm
nada de lo que
still
ha pasado
taking
era
it in, but nothing that happened was something that I foresaw that could possibly happen. Any further questions? Yes, please, here in the first row. And then in the back. Sorry, I didn't see you. Excuse me.
Buenas, enhorabuena.
Congratulations. But as you've said, in your previous film, you received a special mention for Matar a Jesus, and then you said 20 years ago in Films in Progress, you also received success. San Sebastian is a total talisman for you now. Or you're going to, always want to premiere here now, always wants to come back. And we were talking in the press conference. My second short was in Cinebi, and that was the first time I came on a film trip to this very particular land in my life, as I say. I had a punk group in the 90s. I love Cortato and Nino Gorriak, and we always have to come back. And they've received so warm. You have such a special and audience who loves film, so warm, so generous. And so therefore, I think that we want to come back. Another question, please.
Ah, sí, sí, perdona, perdona.
Yes, excuse me. Well, for me as well. 19 years I've been making with films in this festival and growing in all my film career. And the first film that I produced, La Sombra del Caminante, received in 2003 the Films in Progress, and we premiered here, I'm not too sure, in 2004, 2005, when in 2003 my son, who's the age that these boys have, was just born. And it's very special for me that he worked in the film and his look and gaze changed with the love of these boys. And it was very important for me as well that they accept him and to take him and love him. And he was the third assistant director on the film, and from here on in, the Pájaros de Verano, El Abrazo de la Serpiente, Los Viajes del Viento, all of these films came through Horizons and Pearls section, and so they're bringing this film to the festival, to San Sebastian, was very important, and very important for me, and very important to come with these boys, to come here with these boys, and to feel that the audience in San Sebastian would embrace them and welcome them after the screening in front of 1,700 people and applauding and crying with them, and then recognizing them and feeling proud and asking them to make photos with them and asking them for autographs. This is something that happens with films, but I think this is not something that was part of your reality. Is that true? And this is a giant gift from this festival for the life of these boys. So therefore, I'm very, very thankful and grateful to the San Sebastian Film Festival. Well, for me, just as well as the boys, as I said now, I'd already come to San Sebastian to the co-production forum with a project. But for me, this is like the first time, because I brought this film that is in the bottom of my soul. And with them, it's been a beautiful adventure since we started the journey, because we shared this journey all together. We traveled together from Medellin, and as Laura said, up until yesterday, the door was closing and we were going underneath to go back to the festival, because we were announced that there was an award and we were already leaving. So therefore, thank you very much. We have another question, it seems. Yes. First of all, congratulations to all of you for the award. And I'd like to ask something, because seeing the film in the press screening, I had the feeling that I was in a modern version of Homer's Odyssey. And I'd like to ask you whether there's any way, when making the film, you were thinking about this story as a possible inspiration for the journey these boys take throughout the entire story. I can say it wasn't a specific reference when writing the film, but it was quite obvious that it was a journey, that it had a lot of tragical side to it and epic side to it. And I remember that one of the times, in one of the focus groups, it was immediate, obviously, the remark that was made vis-a-vis this issue. What we did feel as we were making the film, and we were going against the current and the issue and humor of the idea of violence, and violence has built a rumor that doesn't allow you to go through the territory, and this gave a lot of control to the armed groups. The rumor is widespread and you don't enter it, and with our hard-headedness of going against the current, we were breaking down the rumor, and that's where we found all the beauty. And we found a lot of kindness. And that's the big lesson of this epic punk journey, because it's very punk what we did, and very big and enormous at the same time, was to discover where we arrived, we only found beauty. And it wasn't violence which we received it. It was the beauty, solidarity, love, and authenticity, everything that's beautiful. And that permeated into the film. I think initially the film, within the tragic side of it, we've addressed violence in another way. And what it meant to do is to fill itself with beauty through that rumor. Well, we hope that Gold Shell is the icing on the cake for that so much beauty. Congratulations to all the team, the kings of the world. Thank you.
Que me ha gustado a mí terminar con un abrazo.
I
Lo voy a
wanted to
pedir para
finish
todos los
with
años.
hugging every. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask you to do
Muchísimas
this every year.
gracias,
Thank you very
eskerrik asko
much to
guztioi,
all of you
por vuestra colaboración,
for your
por todo
collaboration,
vuestro
for
trabajo
all of your
durante
work throughout
estos días.
these
Enhorabuena.
last 9
Nos
days, and
vemos aquí
congratulations.
el
And see you
próximo año.
next year
Eskerrik
here
asko,
again.
datorren
Thank you very
urtera
much.